Thank you, Presiding Officer, and I'd like to thank my colleague Bruce Crawford for securing this important debating time today. And with your indulgence, Presiding Officer, I wish to apologise to the Chamber, as I will chair the cross-party group on epilepsy at 1 p.m. I'll unfortunately have to leave today's members' debate before its conclusion. Leprosy is a bacterium transmitted through constant exposure to those living with the disease, and most of us, if we came into contact, would not be affected, and our immune systems would fight it off. Still, there are those weakened by malnourishment, for example, who cannot fight and overcome this unbearable disease. Unfortunately, much of the world doesn't even know leprosy still exists, since many associate it as a disease of the ancient past. However, the disease is still prevalent and common in over 100 countries worldwide, with the greatest prevalence in developing countries. Over 200,000 cases were diagnosed by the disease in 2014 alone. It is surely time to increase awareness and work towards eradicating this horrible disease once and for all. For over 30 years, treatment has existed to cure this disease, and although this has dramatically decreased the number of sufferers, those with leprosy are often ostracised, living in communities that marginalise, stigmatise and impoverish them, as Bruce Crawford touched on. Most are unable to continue with employment, obtain an education or have any prospect of marriage, which in some societies is actually banned by law. Even in 20th century Europe, leprosy sufferers could be banished to leper colonies, of which Spinalonga on the island of Crete is probably the most famous, and operated from 1903 to 1962. Others, from Latvia to Spain, survived even longer. Because of the way they are treated, those who contract leprosy often ignore the symptoms, making the disease worse, whilst running the risk of infecting others. The first signs and symptoms of leprosy start by the appearance of black or discoloured spots on one's skin. Additionally, the small nerves on the skin surface become damaged, creating a loss in pain sensation. When these nerves have been damaged, a simple stone in one's shoe or speck in one's eye can cause significant harm, since those with leprosy have lost the body's trigger response to feel pain. Sadly, without proper treatment, the nerves will continue to get worse and can cause paralysis to muscle tissue, leading to clawing of the feet and hands. Cuts and burns, often left unnoticed, can lead to significant infections and ultimately cause disability for those suffering from leprosy. Though treatment can cure the disease and prevent the further degeneration of nerve and tissue damage, unfortunately it is unable to reverse the damage already inflicted. The Leprosy Mission Scotland has travelled to schools, youth groups, congregations and service clubs across the country, raising awareness and support for the eradication of this debilitating disease, working tirelessly to educate the people of Scotland about what leprosy is, and perhaps more importantly, what it isn't, given age-old myths associated with it, how it affects the lives of those infected as well as those around them. Other projects include the Schoonhaven Lepers Village in Ghana, established in 1926. It's a settlement for cured lepers who, when discharged, are often disowned by their families because of the nature of the disease and the traditional dread of the disease. The settlement has since provided a safe haven for 120 people who survive by subsistence farming, government stipends and donations from well-meaning individuals and organisations. In Mozambique, the Mapapa community was set up to treat those suffering from leprosy, and today is home to 50 families with 834 members, of whom 73 have leprosy. The community has little support and no access to a local health clinic or school, but the Evangelical Church of Christ Mozambique, supported by the Church of Scotland, now provides a variety of resources and services to support the community, including agricultural equipment, seeds, medication, personnel and educational resources. Presiding Officer, we recognise World Leprosy Day this Sunday, 31st of January. Since 1991, more than 14 million leprosy patients have been cured, and although numbers continue to fall, there are still those who remain untreated, and most are not aware of its harmful effects other than how it impacts upon their appearance. My hope is that we continue to educate people, as the Leprosy Mission of Scotland has done for so long. I support their vision to transform the lives of people affected by leprosy, resourcing care and cure, taking them from rejection to acceptance and from poverty to economic independence.
Many thanks.